Oh, she didn't switch on me. Good morning, D. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Computer problems over there, I take it?
Yes, yes. I apologize, guys and gals, for being a little bit late, but the thing had a mind of its own today, as always. It's my fault though. I had way too many windows open, trying to get things set up for today. Which hey, that's all right. I can always set them up as we're rolling along. So how you doing, D? How you doing?
I'm doing good, doing good. I hope everyone is getting geared up for the weekend. We are one day closer.
Right on, right on. And chat, welcome, welcome, welcome. Glad to have each and every one of you here today. Wow, we got 111 people in here already. We haven't even been going 5 minutes yet. That's awesome. That's awesome. All right. I think I'm gonna say some good mornings. What you think, Dave?
Sure.
Oh, I'm gonna scramble all the way back up here to the top. There we go. Now I think on your side it goes from the bottom up. On my side it goes from the top down, or vice versa. When your
Y-
comments come in.
Yeah, mine are coming in from the top to the
Okay, mine
bottom.
come in from the bottom. So, all right, we're gonna say good morning, Darlene. How you doing? Tammy P. Good morning. Good morning. Tree God. Good morning. Of course, we've got Nanny Clampett in the house. Good morning, Nanny. How you doing? How you doing? Bridget's here. Good morning, Bridget. How are you? Charlie Sugar's up in the house. Good morning. Good morning. Who else we got in here? Oh, Terry. Good morning. Good morning. How are you? Good morning, everyone. She says, "Oh wow, what's going across the bottom of the screen?
That's
Oh,
different.
oh, I set the new stream up and I didn't finish it. So you say some good mornings, and I'll go do that real quick.
Okay. Good morning, Tracy, Nancy, Jim. Good morning, Taz. Good morning, Miss Tammy P. How are all of you doing? Dangerous Waves, good morning. Blue Amaryllis, good morning. And DR, good morning to you. Jim Cochran, good morning.
I think we'll
Tor
take a
Hill.
red. What do you think? You like red today?
Oh, yeah.
Let me get that off of there real quick. All right, you go ahead, keep going, and I'll keep playing with these buttons.
Okay. Good morning, Lisa. Linda Early, good morning. Hi, Dirty. How are you? Good morning to you, sir. Oh, just Jalinda. Good morning.
There, I think
Uh,
I got her going now. Oh,
okay.
I forgot one. Go
Okay.
ahead.
Good morning, Debbie D. How are you? Alan, good morning. Good morning. I hope everybody is ready for Mother's Day on Sunday. Hmm. I hope all of the moms out there have a wonderful day and the dads too that are substitute moms. Good
Oh, that's
morning.
right. It's
Yeah,
Mother's Day this weekend, isn't it?
yeah. Good morning, Lane's wife. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Valor. How are you? Good morning, Joey. Good morning, Tiny Paget. Good morning. Oh my
All right. I think
goodness.
I got everything set now. Fire Dad's in the house. Good morning. Now, if I repeat these, this is because I didn't hear all of the ones D was saying. So if I repeat your name, good morning. Good morning. All right. Dangerous Waves in the house. Good morning, young lady. Jim's in the house. I think you already got him too, didn't you?
Yeah, it's okay.
Oh, Azilia. Good morning. Good morning. How you doing? How you doing? If you guys didn't know, I think Jay is on with Rosalind this morning. Yeah. But yeah, we got a little bit of a change up today, guys and gals. Yes, we will be talking about Mr. Jeremy Hells throughout this stream. Uh, there's a naughty neighbor that I ran across on YouTube's, and basically the naughty neighbor ended up shooting their neighbor. Okay, and we're gonna play some of the videos for you guys and show you this story. Some of you probably already have heard the story before, but I found a lot of things about this story that could be relevant to Jeremy Hill's situation. This particular story could wind up, if things do not get taken care of legally by Levy County Sheriff's Department. These are the kind of things that I hope we never see. Okay. It just shows how nasty some of this stuff can get with some of these neighbors. But yeah, we'll be playing some videos throughout the stream today. Uh, D and I will. pause and talk about it a little bit with you guys as we go. So yeah, what do you think, D?
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah. Kind of trying to change things up a little bit over here, just get a little bit more relevance to what's going on. If there's anybody in the chat that D and I have not said good morning to, trust me, good morning to each and every one of you. Uh, I had a little computer issues today, so I'm a little bit late and setting everything up a little bit took a little time.
Oh
Oh,
no, Valor, really?
what happened? Where?
Valor
What?
said that he's uploading to Rumble. YouTube struck him again. What?
Struck him for
Yeah.
violation, music violation.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's getting nuts out there. It's absolutely getting nuts. I am happy to see that Tizzy did not give up. She did put up a video, or they did. I don't know if it's a she or a he, but they put up a video the other day. I think that was what, yeah, day before yesterday or yesterday. So
Yeah, Tuesday, I do believe.
and of course we've got Dose Reality. I really liked listening to Dose Reality. I wish she hadn't have shut down, but I understand her reasoning behind it. I really do. And has anybody heard from In the Clouds? How are they
No,
doing?
I haven't. I haven't.
Oh wow, I see somebody in the chat I haven't seen for a few days. Good morning, Nemesis. How you doing, girly girl? Good morning. Good morning.
Oh, Valor says they didn't like the lyrics, apparently.
Oh, well, why did what was it bad lyrics? Oh, the Wookiee's in the house. Good morning. Good morning. How you doing, Colleen? Good morning. How are you, Mr. Jim?
Oh,
Good morning. Good morning, Lisa. What's that? Ooh, what?
there's in the clouds.
Oh, are they here?
Uh-huh.
Cool beans. How are you feeling? How are you feeling? You had us all scared over here. You know, everybody said that you had some health issues, and I hope you're doing fine. I am home resting. Oh, well, you need to get off of here. I mean, all we're going
Right.
to do is raise your blood pressure. I mean, a good dose of drama for the day surely doesn't keep the doctor away. I mean, oh, my. But yeah, glad to have you. Glad to hear you're home. Glad to hear everything's settling down for you. What was it? A stroke or a mild heart attack? I think they said.
I don't know. I
But
don't know.
everybody, please keep In the Clouds in your thoughts and prayers if you pray. It would be greatly appreciated. All right. All right. And I see Polymopicus is in the house.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh,
Bald Python guy's in the house. Good
mhm.
morning.
Buffed
Uh,
old man.
Buffed old man. Good morning, young man. How you doing? How you? Oh, there's Big Al. I'm a little late. And come back here and taking my morning meds for blood. Oh, come back here. Blood pressure. Hopefully they kick in soon before everything gets started. Well, I was just a little bit late today, Big Al. So you're not missing anything, my friend. You're right on time.
Right. Oh,
In the Cloud says, I'll be listening. Good
oh.
deal. Good deal. All right. All right. Lisa, good morning. How are you? Who else we got in here? I kind of just trying to get through my
Mm.
good mornings. You see any more that you missed?
Colleen, good morning to you, my dear.
Oh, we got Allie's in the house.
Yeah.
Good morning, Allie.
Good morning.
Crystal, good morning. Good morning. Another Tammy's in the house. Good morning, Coop and Chet. Good morning to you. Where's she from? What's that? Ninth Crafting Disaster?
Disaster.
Oh,
Yes.
wow. Are you a content creator, Tammy? If you are, let me know. We'll push your link on here. I love it when people in the audience are actually creators. We can try and help them grow a little bit.
Right.
Nancy says, my blood pressure is through the roof due to my computer. Well, I'm right there with you, girl. It was about 20 minutes till I went to the kitchen to get my tea. I came back and gray screen, and it
Mm.
told me I had to go set the defaults and save and exit, do that twice. I got it booted up. And when you get rebooted, when you click on uh, Google Chrome, when it shuts down like that, it'll pop up Google Chrome and ask you if you want to restore. So that means it'll restore everything that back to what it was whenever the computer went down. Well, I had too many windows open. So when I
Hmm.
hit restore, what did it do? It froze up because all those windows was trying to access the internet all at one time, and it put too much strain on the drive.
Right.
So it just shut it down again. So I had to wait for it to boot back up again. But hey,
Mm.
it came back up. It's not as bad as what it used to be. I just have to watch how many windows I have open at one time. Because I think I had like 15 on one browser on one screen.
Oh, wow. That's kinda like my brain. I have too many tabs open.
Right, right. I just had too much open and the PC just couldn't handle it. But hey,
Mm.
we got it fixed. We got it fixed. I
Oh,
know to
goodness.
just,
It's
huh?
crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah. I know to just slow my roll with the tabs, slow my roll. All
Oh.
right. All right.
Oh, good morning, Sarasota Beach Bum. How are you?
Good morning, Linda. Good morning. What is this? You're testing me. Good morning over on the Rumble Dungeon. Now, I could put the overlay up. I don't know how many's over in the Rumble Dungeon, but if I put the overlay up, that means that the Rumble Dungeon and YouTube can communicate with each other. But then it kind of takes our. Let me go fix this. Let's see if I can get this right. We'll say medium. We'll do. I just want rounded. I just want the regular. But why does it? Why isn't it pulling you over?
Mm,
It usually pulls. Is it like this? Oh, there we go. There
there
we
you go.
go.
Oh,
But yeah, we can try that. I mean, I used to. This is the similar to the old way.
mhm.
And I can change the size of it. Let's go large. No, custom. I don't know what custom means. Tiny's too small because then nobody can see it. Medium's about right. And we'll go large. That way people can see it. I don't know what demo is. Ooh, don't know what that is.
Don't
Anyway,
don't push it then.
no, no, no.
Oh,
But I guess we'll just have like three or four comments pop up at a time. I guess I don't
yeah.
know how to get it any. I wish they'd just leave things alone. What is
Um,
custom? Oh, what's this? Bottom, top. What's top mean? Okay, that's how the orientation of the way it comes in. Background. Uh,
Good morning,
can
Joan.
size. Oh wow, you can change all kinds of stuff with this thing. Oh wow, that's weird. Padding. What does padding mean? Oh, that I don't want to fool with that. Uh, what else we got on here? Overlay on off, rounded corners, compact. Ooh, a lot of people are doing this lately. What do you think about that?
That's good.
Can people see it though? Let me go. Where's I think is that on large or medium? It's on large. Well, you can't get the window any bigger. See, it used to be the whole screen.
Right.
Okay, I'm gonna leave it alone.
Okay.
Uh, that way the chat can see. There you go. You got pickles over in the rumbles,
Right.
so you guys can chat amongst each other. But you have to look at the screen, and I don't know how to get it any better than that.
Mm.
Custom.
Good morning,
I
Johnny
don't know.
D.
Large. Okay.
Good morning, Harry.
Sorry, guys. I'm tinkering with this stuff. Theme. Where'd the theme go? Theme. Here we go. We can go down through the themes. Ooh, no, I don't like that. Don't like that. Fortnite. Don't like that. Junk. I didn't know they had all this stuff. This is all new. I haven't been running with an overlay, so I really haven't paid attention to this stuff. Now, why can't they just go back to the original?
Oh, well, they gotta, try and do a improved version for people.
Oh, there, everybody can see that. I just wish I could make it bigger. Where it went from like the top to the bottom,
Mhm.
like it used to. Anyway, we'll give that a try until we start playing videos. Then I'll hardly have to take it down so people can see what's on the screen.
Good morning, Bunsen. How are you doing?
I just clicked on him. Good, good morning, Bunsen. All right, all right, all right. We got 198 of you fabulous souls in here today. So if you don't mind, hit that like button. Teach old Screw Tube to throw us out into the interwebs. Matter of fact, I didn't even set my stream up today. So I better go make sure that's even set up as far as subscriber mode and all that good stuff. Because I don't know the mods. I've gotten the mods used to me doing it. So I don't know if any one of those guys did it. Let me go see, make sure. Set my stream up. Yeah, I'm talking to myself. All right, we'll see if it's set. Participation. Yep, somebody did set it for me. We're going to set it for 5 minutes. And then now I'm going to get my link. All right, where is my link? Dun, 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 dun. You got it. You go ahead and talk to them there,
Okay.
Dee.
All right. Oh, good morning, everybody. We are probably going to go there's a park on the river, and I think all of us are gonna meet up there, on Mother's Day, and we're gonna do, like, a cookout picnic style thing. So I think that's gonna be fun. I hope everybody enjoys their weekend and has fun and just enjoy life. So that's gonna be, really fun. So hope,
Oh, that's
that's
right.
that yeah,
It's
that
Mother's Day.
and that's barring the weather holds up. So hopefully no rain and it's gonna be nice, and that's just, what I'm hoping for. So, hey, there's Tug. How are you
Hey, Tug,
doing?
how you doing, brother? How you doing? How you doing?
Oh.
I missed Megan last night. I got hooked on Shizzy, like hooked on phonics. So I got hooked on Shizzy, and I never even made it over to Rumble. So I'm gonna have to go back, and I'm gonna have to
I s I
figure
s
that out.
I scolded Coop for that. I
Yeah,
did.
D said it was a very good show. So there we go. Now where did that go? And I'll pin that. Oh, pin. All right, boys and girls. If you like the content and if you would like to help the channel out, I just pinned the link to my tip jar right above the comment section. Uh, Everything's appreciated. Nothing is expected. Just you being here is enough for me. But if you like what we're doing and you would like to help out, there is the link pinned right above the comment section. And right, where did he go? Where did he go? We got to make sure everybody sees. There he is. And Mr. Tugginator is in the chat saying, "Hey, folks, what's happening? What's happening?" All right. All right.
So
Okay.
when did this bad neighbor, start? Do you know the date that all of this came into play with, what we're gonna be watching today?
Oh, it was about 2 years ago, right around 2 years ago. Let me get the lady's name real quick. I think her name is Susan. Where is her name at? This happened a few years ago, and it just now got to where it's the sentencing phase the last year or so.
Okay.
Okay. The woman is actually insane. She unalived this woman, left her kids orphaned. Okay. And now, not only has she asked the courts for a lenient sentence, now she's talking about suing these children.
Mm, that's crazy.
So I had followed this story when it first broke, and then I kind of lost. They didn't put out anything for a long time, and then I was looking at it again today and noticed that they had put up some stuff as early as like 5 months ago. Florida perfect neighbor wants to sue kids of woman she killed. I mean, where I say this has got a lot to do with Jeremy Hales is the fact that worst case scenarios, you know, with the unhinged people that live across the street from the ranch. I'm not saying they're going to do it. I'm not saying they're not going to do it. But nothing is getting done by Levy County Sheriff's Department to enforce this protection order. So who's to say that these people aren't getting more bolder by the day? And one of these days, they just snap. I mean, these people, you can tell they have no pew-pew training whatsoever. None. I mean, he's pulled a pew-pew on 3 different individuals. It's proven fact. That right there tells me he has no training.
What? So what, I'm sorry, excuse me. What, can you tell the city that this took place in or county? Does it state?
I do. Oh, come on now. Yeah, I do believe it tells us the city and state. I can't remember off the top of the head, but the very first video we'll watch, they will tell us all of that. They will tell us every bit of it. I'm going to get the lady's name for you right now. It is Suzanne, and I cannot pronounce her last name, so I'm going to put it in the private chat for you, and you can pronounce it.
Okay.
Right. There you go. That's the woman's name right there.
It looks like that's Lorincz, Lorincz.
Right. Okay. But yeah, it's like I said, I caught this about 2 years ago is when it all broke. I do believe this is the very first video that came out. And it started out, it was boiling anger, Florida mom of 4 during deadly neighbor feud.
Holy cow.
This
wow.
Is,
wow. No, I just pulled her up and, yeah, that woman was, oh my God. She was in a Netflix documentary titled The Perfect Neighbor.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
I think that's her. Yeah, right there. But yeah, the reason I'm showing this, guys, is one, it shows you that there are nutbags out there, a lot of nutbags, right? I mean, oh, I forgot. I don't have all of this changed. So we got to do this. Oh, bam. And then we got to come over here and we got to do this. Where are you at? Kabam. Size. We're in the little. That's too big. We got to go here. I want my 30 as always. Size is about right. What you think? I can go full screen with this. Oh, we don't in yet. You got to wait. You got to wait. From what I understand, this was the very first thing on Law&Crime that came out over it. So we'll take a gander.
Okay.
Fort D.
Oh, sure.
All righty. So let's rock this puppy. Now, this first video, it's only like 9 minutes long. It's not very long, but it'll give us the breakdown of what happened, when it happened, where it happened.
Okay.
Welcome back to Law&Crime Daily. We're moving now to Marion County, Florida. On Tuesday, authorities announced an arrest in the fatal shooting of a woman during a neighbor dispute. Police were already responding to a trespassing call at an apartment complex on Friday when a shooting was reported at the same location. Authorities found 35-year-old AJ Owens in front of the suspect's apartment with a gunshot wound. She was taken to a hospital and pronounced dead. The suspect has been identified as 58-year-old Susan Lorincz. Investigators believe that she got mad at her Owens' children who played in a field close to her property. Evidence allegedly shows the suspect confronting the children and even throwing things at them. The children told their mother and she went to confront Lorincz. That's when police believe Lorincz shot 1 bullet through her front door, striking Owens in the upper chest, while 2 of her children stood beside her. Lorincz told investigators she acted in self-defense, claiming that Owens tried to break down her door. She also accused Owens of attacking her in the past. Lorincz faces charges of manslaughter, negligence, assault, and battery. Her first court appearance is scheduled for Thursday morning. Many people were wondering why it took authorities 4 days to make an arrest, despite surveillance cameras covering most of the complex. The police department released a video late Tuesday explaining why.
Sometimes when we do these investigations of cases of this level, rushing in to make an arrest is not the right thing to do sometimes. In fact, it could probably cause complications or cause errors, because we want to ensure that what we present, that justice is served all the way through the courts and that the individual gets what they deserve. And that's one of the things. My detectives cannot complete an investigation without getting all sides of a story. And that night, all we had was one person's story, and that was the shooter's story. But Miss Owens' story had to be told through evidence and the eyes of witnesses who were there.
What you got to say, D?
Okay, so the call originated on a trespassing. So, okay, so I would like to really dig into this. I need to see more. So did the woman who was shot, did she call the trespassing call, or was it the
Yes.
woman?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Well, no, this lady right here that's on screen, she's the one that kept calling the police.
Okay.
Okay, because where they live, it's a small, I don't want to say ghetto. It's a rental neighborhood where it's duplexes.
Okay.
Okay, they're single-story duplexes, the whole neighborhood is. And she lives across the street from these people.
Okay.
And the woman that she shot, she has, I think, 3 or 4 small kids ranging from, I don't know, 6, 7 on up to early teens maybe. And this lady's house, there was a vacant lot right beside her house. And all of the kids in the neighborhood would go to this lot and they would play. They'd play football or play tag or whatever they wanted to play. They would play. She didn't like it because they were too loud.
Oh.
There's a ton of videos on this woman all over YouTube, ranging from the 911 calls where they came out before the shooting occurred,
Okay.
to all the way to where the actual shooting occurred. This is kind of this has jumped forward a little bit because a lot of the 911 calls out there, they came out after the arrests and everything because people started digging in on this stuff.
Okay. Now, so prior to this incident, did either the aggressor or the person who was shot, did either of them make any prior phone calls about a disturbance of any kind, trespass of any kind, or was okay? Was it
This woman here, she
the
called the
aggressor?
police. Yes,
Okay.
she was the aggressor. She called the police religiously on these kids. And who was it right here? Stacy says it wasn't even her property that she was calling on. No, it wasn't. It was a vacant lot beside her property. And the kids weren't even up near her house. They were a good, I don't know, 30, 40 feet away from her property. They were in the middle of the field. One of the videos that they actually show the field where the kids were playing. Well, it's not a field. It's just a vacant lot that the grass is kept up on. And the kids would go over there to play. Well, for one, this neighborhood is like a lower income neighborhood.
Okay.
They're duplexes, but they have a lot of lower income people living there. And so therefore there's a lot of children.
Right.
Why is this older woman living in a neighborhood filled with kids if she hates kids?
See, that's okay. Okay. So she lived across the street from the duplexes. Okay.
Right. Well, no, she was in a duplex too. It's just a whole neighborhood.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a whole neighborhood of single level duplexes that are rented out to lower income families. It's not like the high rise, I guess you'd say apartments like you would see in like northern states and stuff, where they're all high rises. That down here, there's not very many high rises. There's a lot of single level rentals, and it's usually duplexes. And she lived in the duplex. But
so basically her beef was with the kids.
Right.
That's basically it. And she was hell bent on getting the kids in trouble with their parents or something. That woman, wow.
She didn't even go to the parents. She just went straight to the police. And all it was the kids playing. And the sad part is when they did their investigation, they uncovered many neighbors that had problem with this lady because of their kids. Their kids would be out in the street playing. You know, in those neighborhoods, the traffic's not very fast because it is a neighborhood. But yeah, this woman, she's kind of she's a crazy one.
Wow.
See, when you watch this is the kind of stuff that makes me worried about anybody, just not Jeremy Hales. Anyone that lives near somebody like this that's unhinged. Thank God I don't have any crazy neighbors like this in my neighborhood that I know of anyway.
Wow. Insane.
And this is in Florida, by the way.
Okay.
All right, you ready?
Go ahead.
I told you that we want nothing more than justice, and this can only be accomplished by maintaining the integrity of the case and leaving no stone unturned.
Josh, the sheriff said that Florida's stand your ground law doesn't apply here. So could it still be considered by the court system as charges move forward?
Well, it's going to be considered in her case in the way that she defends herself and just helping jurors to understand what she was experiencing that day. And I mean, don't get me wrong. I think this is an incredibly difficult case for the defense, and I think they have a real uphill battle. But if they're going to mount any defense whatsoever, they're going to have to explain to jurors what took place in that moment. What was it about the immediacy, the threat that she felt that she was experiencing in that moment that she felt that she had to use deadly force? The prosecution, on the other hand, is going to concentrate on the history between these people, on this ongoing feud, on how this wasn't about a moment. This was about a boiling anger and resentment growing inside of her, and that's what led her to make this decision that day. And therefore, it is not self-defense. And you know, Florida has these laws that are pretty strongly in favor of self-defense, but shooting through a door seems like a really difficult argument to me.
Yeah, the arguments you're saying the defense has to make, it almost sounds like the defendant has to testify.
All right, just a second. I stopped it for you, D, but I want to answer something here real quick. Sharon has got a comment here. I fear for the bankruptcy people coming Sybil's and Crook property. Okay, now this is funny. There was John Crook actually posted in one of the groups on Facebook yesterday addressing me. Okay, little old me over here, you know, black chicken coop. Okay, saying that him and Lynette were dodging the appraisers. I never said that. Okay. What I said is anybody that goes to that property needs to take law enforcement with them for protection. That's what I said. Okay, so he made it very clear. Matter of fact, I'm going to pull that up real quick.
Okay.
And this is kind of going on what Sharon's got to say here. These people are unhinged. I'm not going to get into that. But all I can say is, Mr. Crook, please vet your shit. Okay. If you're going to put it out there the right way. Jesus Christ, you guys are all the same. You take what other people send you and you run with it as gospel. And all it does is make you look like a fool. And this is what's funny is everybody in the comment section was telling him, show screenshots. And some of the people are saying he doesn't have to show anything. No, he's the one that made the accusation. The burden of proof is on him, not on me. I know what I said. I haven't taken any videos down, so they can clearly see you and I were talking about whoever goes to the property needs to take law enforcement with them. Did we not?
Yeah, we did.
Now, this is an interesting little tidbit here. He posted this comment yesterday, right?
Okay.
And when he posted that comment yesterday, he said that the appraiser had been out there 5 days earlier. How could the appraiser be out there 5 days earlier when they didn't even go to court till Tuesday? And it was announced Tuesday that an appraiser would be going out.
See, that doesn't make sense.
Now, guys, I'm not part of this. Okay. I wasn't in court. I'm not in court with any of this. All I'm going off of is documents that we see on the court docket. Right. So if an appraiser was out there 5 days earlier, I don't know. I don't have a clue. Jeremy said that the trustee ordered an appraiser to go appraise the property. I'm assuming how could an appraiser be out there 5 days earlier if it just happened on Tuesday? Because I say yesterday was Wednesday, right? So that would have put it Tuesday, Monday, Sunday. That would have put it last Friday that this appraiser was supposedly out there. Because he said in his comment that Lynette was there when the appraiser showed up 5 days earlier. Anyway,
it's crazy.
Aaron, I hope that answered your question, girly girl. All right.
Okay, so it seems that they are going for manslaughter, and I find that utterly ridiculous, going for manslaughter charge on this. I think it should have been another charge being that she should have been charged with. And her self-defense claim, that I know, because she went to that woman's door. It wasn't the other way around.
Who?
The
No. The lady that got shot, the neighbor across the street, came to her door.
Oh, she did.
Yeah. She came to her door to talk to her, and I don't even think she got a chance to knock. She may have knocked. I can't remember. But yes, the lady didn't even answer the door. She just shot through the door blindly.
Okay. All right. So doing that, that's still not self-defense because she didn't open the door. There was technically no verbal contact, no nothing. What if that had been a child? Or what if that would have been, I don't know, the postal person delivered a package that didn't fit in the mail receptacle? Why didn't okay.
Yeah, you're right.
Wow.
We'll get on with this and see if there's any of your questions answered in this. But you make a good point. What if that would have been a cop knocking on the door to ask her questions?
Right.
So we'll get on with it because there's a lot of videos on this out there. A lot. I don't think I've ever seen this particular one, but they should answer a lot of questions.
Okay.
You ready, Fred?
Go ahead.
We'll wait for that. Terry, what is your opinion of the criminal charges brought against the shooter? Do you think she should also be charged with murder?
Absolutely, I do. Because if you think about it, this wasn't manslaughter. I think they have charges for first-degree murder, actually, because for Florida, all you have to do is show that it's premeditated. Now, many people do think premeditated means it has to be planned out weeks ahead, months ahead. No, premeditated can be at that moment she decided, I'm going to kill the person at my door. And she had no reason to do that. She didn't really see a threat. I mean, it's a mother and a child. So, and I also think second degree, which is a depraved mind. So, she had a reckless disregard for any life. So I definitely think they could have put murder charges, and I think they could have proven murder charges.
Yeah, what you're saying, Terry, makes me have a question of when did she decide to get the gun? I think that's going to be a big point to see what level of premeditation she had. Well, when we come back, after just a few hours of deliberation, there's a verdict in the trial of a former NFL player. His team's reaction from outside the courthouse is next.
All right, that's it on that one.
Okay.
So, bam. Let's see what this one is. This one is November 8th. Let me go pull that back up again real quick. Go over here. See, I don't know if Law&Crime has the actual case on this or not. I'm not 100% sure. So if they do, I'll look for it and see if we can't maybe run the case one of these days. But I was interested in the videos that I found where she's trying to sue the children and she's trying to ask the courts for leniency. I thought that was pretty interesting. Let's see.
So she's definitely I wonder if they ordered a psych eval on her or anything, because that's just so. I think she knew ahead of time what she was going to do. Just from listening to that little bit, she already had it in her mind what she wanted to do. So there's definitely some. I would have asked for if I'd have been the prosecutor, I would have asked for a psych eval on her, because there's just too much wrong. Just none of this fits. None of this fits her narrative. What she said happened.
Now here we go. This is some body cam footage here.
Okay.
I shouldn't have turned that off earlier. but I can go set it back up real quick. But yeah, this woman, this ties into a lot about somebody's mental state. This is why when they're always complaining about Jeremy filming, okay, I don't blame him one bit, because it just takes a split second for somebody to briefly lose their marbles and do something stupid that they can't walk
Right.
back, like this woman did.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
The highly anticipated case
All right, we ready?
we're ready.
of Susan Lorincz is now headed to trial. The Florida woman dubbed Karen by her neighbors is now charged in the death of a black mother of 4.
I don't want to be intimidated by them screaming and yelling at me, telling me calling me Karen. They're calling me names. Really, we're going to, devolve to this simple bullying. I don't want to face this.
It's a case that gained national attention.
Calling her names.
Okay, that's what I was typing.
Bullying.
Okay.
Okay. She's
Wow.
a grown woman. These are small children. You
Right.
just go in your house and just ignore them.
Right? Just don't keep, she strikes me, I don't know anything about this, but she strikes me as the type that every time she hears kids laughing or she sees them through her living room window or her kitchen window, whatever window, and they're riding their bikes and playing and they're throwing balls back and forth to each other, even frisbees or whatever the case may be. She seems the type that she has to put herself out there to, I guess, make herself heard, that she doesn't like it. Well, if you don't like it, don't say anything at all. Take it up with the parents. Have a casual, nice, civil conversation.
Right.
You don't have to go about it this way.
Now, this one I think was about the same time. This one's got some police footage in it. So, you ready, Fred?
Go ahead.
After now 59-year-old Susan Lorincz pulled the trigger on a Jika or AJ Owens, Lorinc's neighbor. Officials say Lorincz shot at Owens through a locked metal door over a disagreement involving Owens's children, who'd been playing in an open field near Lorinc's apartment. In the weeks leading up to Owens's death, body camera video captured Lorincz making multiple complaints to law enforcement. Her biggest problem? Owens's 4 children.
I don't know what his problem is, this guy in the next building, and there's no trespassing signs. The kids have been out of control, they're screaming, yelling.
As the case heads to trial, we're taking a look back at what we know so far and what we can expect looking forward.
I just don't know what to do with these kids. It's ridiculousness at this point.
The case takes place in Ocala, Florida, about an hour and a half northwest of Orlando. The deadly shooting happened in June 2023, but Lorincz first contacted the Marion County Sheriff's Office in February 2022, reporting that Owens got physical with her.
I work at home, I do insurance, and the kids are screaming and yelling. And so it's very hard for me.
Okay, where she's standing, this is the vacant field.
Okay.
Her apartment is right there behind her, and behind the cop in front of her is the field. It's like a 2 city town lot. So it's like a half an acre or so, because a normal lot in town is usually about 1/4 of an acre. That's what I sit on. That's what my neighbors all sit on. This is undeveloped lot here, and it sits, I think, beside a retention pond. Anyway, yeah.
But still, okay, so she works from home. She does insurance. Okay. She could have a headset on, and there is background noise canceling you can turn on, and it will cancel out freight trains, ambulances, police sirens, and that's all she has to do. But more than likely, she has the clients on speaker, and they hear this, and that's what max a $20 fix for some nice noise canceling a headset.
Blue Yeti puts out a set. Truck drivers use them. I had one for years because when Mom was driving the truck, when I would be in the shop or she would be driving, we both had them because we would talk while she was out on the road and I was working in the shop. So them things were perfect. They canceled out all. I was running power tools and she could barely hear them.
So that's an easy fix. That's an easy. Jeez.
You ready, Fred?
Yeah.
This is my apartment here. when they're all here in the front, it's really, we can hear it's loud, it's noisy, kids are out there. They're kids.
Yeah,
But when they come on the side here, I just can't hear my clients. And that's not fair to me.
Yeah, I know.
have
I understand that.
Right to have peaceful and quiet
Listen,
enjoyment.
I understand.
I'm sorry, my heart's thumping.
No, you're fine, just breathe.
I just didn't know she was going to actually get physical with me.
What the other sign?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's not cool. You don't get physical. I mean, that's ridiculous.
She just threw it?
No, she whipped it at me. I mean, she hit me.
But Owens told a different story.
Showing her sign, showing her sign, like almost like she went and bought a little private property sign and she stuck it in there. So she has a sign. She's basically like ramming the sign in my face. And then when she went to pick it back up, I picked the sign up and I threw the sign. I literally picked the sign up, and as I walked off, I threw the sign. I said, I can go and buy a sign too. It still doesn't mean anything. At that point, I guess she's already on the phone and I'm being attacked. Someone's attacking me. I'm literally in the street now, proceeding to come over here. Everybody's standing.
Where this happening?
Right over here behind the mailboxes.
Okay.
Other neighbors back.
So they don't play there. They fine. I told my kids at least. They're playing over there. Y'all don't go. Okay. So we have a dog. And she's always taking pictures of the kids. Oh, I'm going to call the police and have you guys arrested. Always she's bad for the kids. So I tell the kids, don't go there. Stay away from here. Don't. Whatever. So we have a dog. My kids take the dog out. The other day she tells my son, I'm going to have you arrested and you're going to jail. He's 8, so he's terrified. He won't even walk the dog anymore.
Just let her know all that.
Okay. So she's terrified. He won't even walk the dog anymore. So I had my 11-year-old take the dog out now. So he's walking the dog on this side. Now you live on this side, okay? You don't want them over here, fine, but this is joint area. You can't tell them they can't walk him on this side. So he's walking the dog and he's all the way back towards the fence. I'm standing here. Come on, phone. She comes outside to go to the car or something. She sees him. Oh, I told you I'm going to have you arrested. I'm going to have you arrested today. She has her phone out like she's taking this picture of her. Now he's trying to run back across the street. So I said, I'm sorry, what are you saying to me? And so I go over there. This is my private property. They can't have the dog over here. I told her, first of all, he's not on your property. He's on this side. You don't own it. And even if he was on the site, you don't own this either. You're renting this just like I rent over here, just like they rent over there. You don't own this. You can't tell them, technically, if they're not in your personal space, that they can't walk the dog or even throw their football over here.
This was just the start of Lorinc's calls to law enforcement, claiming the neighborhood kids were trespassing and causing a public disturbance. Over the next year, she made nearly a dozen calls to the Marion County Sheriff's Office.
Kids keep running back and forth over here. When the kids are out front, it's really noisy. The way my apartment's set up, you can see it ends here. They're screaming, yelling. I don't get a break from the kids at all. They don't have children. I've asked them, please. The kids all live on that side of the street. For some reason, they love to play over here. I'm like, guys.
Probably because it's open.
I understand that. I have migraines, horrible migraines. I had a very bad car wreck, had my neck fused. I need more back surgery. I don't want to have these children. I've asked them, please, keep the kids away. There's other places they can play. They don't have to play here. They're screaming, yelling at me, telling the kids are not hurting anybody. The kids, they're not damaging anything. Well, they're damaging me because the migraines are so bad. Most days I can barely stand. I'm on Pyramate. I'm on Furosets. I'm on Sumatriptan. It's horrible for me. I'm in pain. I don't want to hear the children. I'm not trying to be a but, it's not fun.
That's exactly what she's trying to be. She's trying to be a bee. Okay. I mean, oh, D. She's repeated this. I don't have kids. How many times?
Too many.
Okay.
So,
that's it. She don't like kids.
Okay. So here's the question. When she moved in, she was well aware that was a family. Right. Those are family duplexes. There are families living there. Families dictate what you have children. Okay.
I mean,
if she knew that
how many kids there were?
Yeah, there's kids there. So she knew that there would be kids. So that's on her for choosing to live there. That's not on the kids. Okay. And this whole thing about physical altercation, where's this woman's proof that there was a physical altercation?
There is none.
There isn't any. Okay. Now it seems like to me that she is instigating or inciting this whole situation. She is the one calling attention not only to herself, but to uh, she's making this more than what it should be. So she's calling attention to everything. All right. So
Right, James? Yeah,
and
James says she needs to go house hunting.
right. Okay. So she doesn't own the vacant lot that's sitting right there.
Nope.
Okay. So if that's the case, then if that's her whole thing, all right, then the appropriate way to me would have been to address it would be get with the parent and say, "Hey, I work during these hours. Is there any way that the kids could not play here while I'm on the phone because I have a business?" Okay.
Well,
That's
te
one way to do it.
technically in neighborhoods like this, let's go back to that for a second, where it's showing her back porch. I know there's a picture here.
I think I
think it's in
saw
the
that.
beginning. Well, you can see it right behind her
Right.
in his,
Calling me names, really,
in these kind of neighborhoods. You see
Mhm.
where the concrete there?
Yes.
That's the end of her property. Okay,
Okay.
because there's a field behind her. All these homes are owned by one company. Okay, so they don't have all that property that you see there to the side of her. That's not her backyard. Her
Right.
backyard ends at the concrete. The rest of that grassy area, that's all for the neighborhood to do as they please. She would have to go to the owner of
Right.
this complex and say, "Hey, look, how much of this is mine? How much of it is declared public?"
Right. So another thing, it seems like, Kay, she starts pointing out all of her what's wrong with her. I've got migraines. I've got a bad neck. I have a bad back. So again, now she's bringing all this attention on herself, and now she's crying the poor, poor me narrative.
Yep.
Feel sorry for me. Make these kids go away. Make these parents keep their children away from me. Poor, poor me. Yeah, no, I'm sorry.
Right.
No,
Well, now, does this remind you of anybody?
absolutely.
This behavior right here is so. This is what I think we covered this story last year. I can't remember. We might have. I think we did, but there's been a lot more go on since we covered this, and that's what we're going to get into here in just a little bit. But she's got a new home now, boys and girls.
She does. Well, that is courtesy of the taxpayers for the
Yeah.
state of Florida.
She ain't got to worry about screaming kids now. She got
Nope.
to worry about screaming inmates all night long. So-
Absolutely.
All right, let's get back to this.
Devolve to this simple bullying. I don't want to face this.
As body camera video shows, Lorincz is in near constant contact with the Marion County Sheriff's Office, even calling them by phone to report the neighborhood kids allegedly stealing her things.
They stole the do not trespass sign. They've been coming, throwing bottles of water against my sliding glass door. They've actually banged on the door so hard they broke the, I don't know what, the casing around the door. And I look out of my truck, they're screaming at me. As soon as I work in the truck, they come up to me and just scream like idiots. And I finally lost my nerve today. I just couldn't take it anymore. I called the kids retards. Then the mother comes screaming at me, "Don't call my children retards. I'm going to put you in a nursing home." I'm like, why? I mean, I don't understand what's wrong with these people over here. I've never had an area where I lived in where they've been so, I don't know, aberrant in behavior.
Right.
Is there anything I can do with these people?
I mean, the one thing I would.
Gotcha.
Okay, and here's something else. When she said that just hit my nerve right there.
These people. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. These people.
People.
Okay. All right. We all walk around with one of these daily. Okay. And we've had these for years. This woman has zero proof. Why? Why does she not have video evidence of what she's claiming?
Mm-hmm.
Sound familiar?
Yep.
Somebody calling wolf every other day, but never has proof of it. Never.
Right. Okay, she complained that the kids were and people were calling her a Karen. What did she call those children? What what okay. And then that those two words, these people. Okay. I have a problem with that.
Yep. Oh, it keeps going. See, we're in the beginning stages. This is where they're arresting her and getting the story. The court aspect of it comes down the road. But yeah, they're filling us in on a lot of information here. She is a Karen, boys and girls. She definitely is.
I would say is if you have a smartphone or anything like that, or if you have outside cameras, you know, getting it all recorded and documented. That way, when we do come there.
If you have a cell phone, cameras, getting it documented. Does that sound familiar, boys and girls?
Yes.
Was Jeremy Hells not told to document?
Yes.
If it's not on film, it didn't happen.
Exactly. So this right here, this little bit is definitely setting the stage of what she is going to ultimately do. This is setting the stage.
But see, I don't think she ever films anything, because if she films something, it can prove that she's a liar.
Exactly.
Then it's not the neighbors, he said, she said type thing. You have video evidence of, like, if you have an outside camera, the kids throwing, stuff at your house, or, anything in that, or if you're getting out of your truck or going to your truck and they're doing that, if you have a smartphone, just start recording and say, hey, I'm recording y'all of y'all's actions, and try to keep a level head with it and everything like that. And then just tell them, if y'all keep continuing, law enforcement will be involved. And then that way you have that video and everything like that. That way when we get there, neighbors are not siding with her side or anything like that. So we have that proof.
On another call.
As soon as I move the truck, the kids are coming up.
Now, I don't know if you noticed, Dee, this all took place back in 2022, before she got arrested.
Okay. So was that, did she place a no trespassing sign on her property, or was it on the property she doesn't own?
That's just it. She's a renter. She owns no property.
Right.
Okay. And if there's any like I said earlier, her domain at the end of her concrete pad here, that's where her property stops. In the front of her house, where she drives her vehicle up to the front door, that's where her property stops. Anything off of that concrete, that's not hers. That belongs to the whole community.
See, that's just it. She's definitely, she has set the stage for what she's planning on doing. I mean, you can read her like a cheap book.
Yep. Because see, in these complexes like this, there are hundreds of kids in these developments like this, and how she can post a no trespassing sign on her wall of her domicile,
right,
on the wall of her outside fence, but to actually put it in the ground, when these people rent these complexes like this, they don't own so many feet of grassy area. That's not how it works. It's the whole community owns it, because it's all owned by one company. So she put a sign up, she claiming property is hers when it's not. That's my opinion. That's just the way I'm seeing it.
Yeah, this whole thing just seems to, she had a plan, she orchestrated it, and she knew what she was doing. And it's funny how she never provides any actual video evidence of what took place. So this definitely looks like a he said, she said type situation with zero evidence. Okay.
If she was still walking around free, she would be a very good candidate to move to Otter Creek. Stick her right beside John and Lynette. Just go by the Hudson sisters' place and stick her right beside them. And give John and Lynette a dose of their own medicine with a bad neighbor. See how they like that. Because I guarantee the fit she's throwing over these kids, just imagine the noises that go on with the yelling and the screaming at the turtle compound.
Crazy.
She definitely wouldn't like that. All right.
I'm like, guys, stop. They know they're not supposed to be over here. They've been told many times. They've previously stolen the trespassing sign.
Lawrence then says someone approached her front door, threatening her.
Everyone tells me to shut up to my face. I said, don't be disrespectful to me. And we're just exchanging words back and forth. I'm like, listen, my name is Dr. Lawrence. Don't tell me to shut up. And he was calling me names. I'm like, no, I'm not going to do that. I said, go wherever you live. Listen, you're not going to knock. His mother comes over here. If you treat my son like that again, I'm going to rip your ass out and go beat you up. Excuse me? I don't bloody well finish that. And I said, see that no trespassing sign? Get off my porch.
Oh.
And, no, I'm not going to. I said, no, I'm calling the sheriff's department.
Oh.
What you got to say?
Get off of my property?
Yep.
No. No. And Crystal, you're right. Being a renter, issues normally are taken to the landlord/owner. Did she take it to them first or straight to law enforcement? To me, it seems like she took it straight to law enforcement because she has no evidence that she spoke with the property owners or the property management team about anything that was going on. There's probably no documentation in her defense that the property owner was aware of the situation or even knew what was happening.
I agree with you 100%. She's just she's a crazy old woman. She just, I mean, I understand people wanting privacy,
right?
But just about everywhere that anyone lives in the United States, they usually have a noise ordinance, and it's usually around 8 o'clock in the morning is when, you know, workers can literally start working. Okay. Like say yard workers or, you know, stuff like that. That's in neighborhoods.
Right.
Like if I'm a lawn guy and I'm going to start cutting grass for a living, I can't start my job till a certain time in the morning because of the noise ordinances. And it's usually around 8 o'clock till I think 9 or 10 o'clock at night. It might even be 11. I'm not exactly sure, but each community has their own set of ordinances. I know right here where I live, they can't start mowing grass till 8 o'clock in the morning, period.
Right.
But yeah, Crystal, you're absolutely right. I've never rented. Well, I did. I rented back when I was very, very young, up until I bought my first home, and then I've owned my home since. So I haven't been dictated by a landlord for a very, very long time. So I really don't know, but yeah, I think she's spot on by it. She should have took it to the landlord and let the landlord take care of it. Right. But since when do Linettes do anything proper?
I don't know.
I don't know who the hell she was, but...
Do you know where she lives?
I guess somewhere in there.
Do you know what she looks like?
She was black woman, 20s, 30s, but I'm not going to take this.
As this recording continues, the sheriff's deputy looks for the woman who allegedly threatened Lawrence. In the process, he hears from some neighborhood kids who describe their interaction with her.
So, were you the guys that this lady was mad about?
Yes, and I just want to say that every time, like even if we're not...
Hold on. Let's bring it down.
Okay, I'm sorry.
You're okay.
Every time, even if we're not on her property and we're just like being loud and playing basketball over there because of the basketball hoop.
I got you.
Like she just calls us names.
Okay.
Yeah, like literally, literally all the kids, because that's an open spot right there.
Yeah.
All that is not her property.
I got you.
The guy that I was telling this officer right here, this guy has said numerous times.
Bill called it. She looks like Fleesa. Hose picker, welcome, young lady. Welcome, glad to have you. Pull up a seat. Have a seat.
Right. So these kids can be at the basketball hoop, which is probably maybe a half a block away.
And it's in the road. It's not on anybody's property.
Right. And then she's still going to come out and call the kids names.
Yep.
But yet she's saying that the kids are being bullies to her. Come on now.
Well, now,
Come on.
how many kids have you ever had around you? Kids don't just go after people for no reason. Okay, if they're playing and they're having fun, unless you go out there and mess with them, they're pretty much ignoring you because they're
Right.
having fun.
Right.
Kids usually don't go looking for trouble until trouble finds them.
Right. It blows my mind. So yeah, I feel bad that any of this even had to occur. If it, if she knew there was children in the neighborhood, then if she didn't want to be around kids, then she should have chose another area to move to or to take up residency. Or
Exactly.
kids
You're
are going to
right.
be kids are going to be kids. I
Well,
don't
think
care
about
who
it.
you are.
She's renting, right? So when you're renting, you're probably going to visit the place, a couple times before you decide whether you're going to rent? Or even the first time you show up, you're going to be there during the daylight. You're probably going to see all the kids in the neighborhood at one
Right.
point in time before you ever move there.
Mhm.
I mean, anywhere that I rented as a younger person, we always looked the place over a couple of times before we actually pulled the trigger.
Right.
So we knew what was going to be around us when we moved there.
Right.
She
And the
didn't
best
do that?
Right, and if she went on the weekend, let's say she went and they showed her the apartment on a Saturday or a Sunday, and you see kids there, you already know there's going to be kids there.
Yep. All right.
Y'all come over here and play because they all like to play football and stuff. Okay. So he's okay with it, and that's where they mainly are. They're more on his side.
What kind of names is she calling you guys?
The B word.
The B word.
The P word. Everywhere in the book. Like one time the kids were playing right there, and it was his dad outside. And then she came
Your
out
dad?
yelling.
Cowboy?
Yeah, my dad.
She came out yelling, and she was talking about a little girl getting raped and stuff. Like, she's crazy. Like, she'll come out just yelling about.
She just says weird. Like, I have said stuff to her before because one time I just happened to come outside, and she was calling them. I'm like, hey, like, relax. I'm like, these are kids here.
But in a separate recording from that same evening, Lorincz says her landlord said the kids weren't allowed on her property.
They've been told by Charles not to come on the property. Charles is the owner of the building. They have told, he said, kids, like I said, they stole the trespassing sign. Kids did this. There was a trespassing sign. They were supposed to bring it out. That's why there's no trespassing here. There's no trespassing here.
So Charles is her landlord?
I don't know. I from what I understand, we never hear from a landlord.
See, that's very suspicious to me. She's going to throw her landlord's name out there, and yeah. See, that's crazy. So if she had reported it to her landlord, I think that the police would have contacted him.
Right. And as far as I know, now I haven't watched every single bit of footage involved in this, but as far as I can remember, I don't ever remember a landlord being interviewed by anyone.
Yeah, that's crazy.
All right.
That every time Lorincz calls law enforcement, reports will be documented from both sides.
Instructing the kids to not bother you and my S&P. Well, that's not what she said. According to her. Oh, no, honest to God, she said that. We've also explained to her that if there's any future problems, that either she calls or now if there's a future problem, she calls. Okay. It is going to be documented.
All right. Robin's got a good question. Does the landlord own the vacant lot also? Okay. I said earlier that this is all owned by a company. I am not 100% sure on that. Okay. I can only guess. All of the homes, all the duplexes are identical. Okay. They're all in a neighborhood, and we have several of these lower income neighborhoods where I live. Okay. And they're owned by one company. So I'm assuming that this neighborhood is all owned by the same company, but I'm not 100% sure. So I need to retract what I said earlier. But it is a vacant lot. And apparently the kids across the street have been told by the parents to stay on, I think it was one side of the tree, not on the other side.
Right.
Because it's like two lots that are just vacant. On one side of the tree is closest to her house. On the other side of the tree is another vacant lot that's on the other side of the tree. I know the woman's not renting all of it.
No.
Usually when you rent these duplexes, you only rent where the concrete ends. Usually. Okay, usually.
That just Robin has did the landlord testify at her trial? I don't know. This is the first time I've seen this.
Right. I mean, I'm pretty sure we covered this last year. I just can't for sure 100% remember it, but I do know there's a lot of new stuff that we did not cover that I wanted to get into, like the sentencing where she was begging for leniency, and the fact that now she's trying to sue the woman that she unalived, is trying to sue her kids for what?
That's crazy right there. Why are you okay. Alrighty then.
Okay, that's what you're saying. She said, but it's also been documented what she done.
Moving into 2023, Lawrence's complaints continued.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Aggravated.
Okay, so what's going on?
Okay, I've got young ladies who just keep coming by and think it's hysterical while I'm working to bring their animals and scream while I'm on the phone. There's signs, no trespassing by the windows for a reason. There's no trespassing because they can't be here. And then they're standing there telling me, okay, count more. Enough. They need to be trespassed the hell out of here.
So what I'm looking at, where they're at, you can't trespass anybody from that location.
They're right in front of my windows.
But here is showing them in the parking lot.
The whole area, this whole thing is private property.
Yes. The issue is that the parking lot is a common area.
See, common area.
Common area. See, that's what's hard for people to understand. That's like the road that meets my driveway. Kids play out there all the time. It's a common area. They ride their bikes. They bounce their basketballs. She doesn't own the parking lot. The landlord probably owns the parking lot, but you're allowed to be in that. It's okay. This woman's nuts.
See? That's why I would have loved to see an interview with the landlords. That's what I would have loved to have seen. They might have at one time interviewed the landlords. I don't know, but I would have liked to have seen that, because right now we're just going off of her word.
Right.
Okay, what she's saying, and the police obviously know where these kids can play and where they can't play.
Right.
But they don't live here.
If they live in the park and they just cut through the parking lot?
No, they're not in the parking lot. They're on the grass.
That's technically part of the parking lot. So unless they're like in here.
Oh, she did have pictures. And the cop just used her own pictures against her.
That's hilarious.
But this is all part of the whole thing is private property. You understand this whole development is private. Even the road is private. Okay? I'm a real estate license.
Yes, it's private to the community.
Oh my gosh, did you hear her? I know this because I'm a licensed real estate agent. Okay.
But she would know that it's common area.
I mean, is that anything? Does she have a law degree too to go on top of that?
No, I don't think so. She's convicted.
This is all private. Even the road is privately owned by the owners in this development. Okay? So everything is private, all privately owned.
Well, first of all, you can't trespass somebody from a road.
Okay, but they were still on the property. That's private.
The other main issue is they're not here, so I can't trespass them anyways.
This time, sheriff's deputies explained to Lawrence that she doesn't control the neighborhood, and what she considers trespassing is actually legal.
You don't have sole control over the parking lot. There's 4 people here.
Yeah, but those children don't live here. I mean, they literally live across the street on the other side. They don't.
I understand.
Now, did she not just say that the whole community was privately owned?
Oh my gosh.
And they don't live here. They live across the street in a privately owned community.
She's trying to make the law her law. Okay.
Sound familiar?
Yes, it does. She is trying to twist this so that she can get every one of those kids in trouble and all of the parents in trouble. Oh my goodness. Host picker, maybe she's a pastor too.
Oh my, she's a big woman though. I mean, ooh, I don't know if I'd want to see that. She's a big one. She's a big one. Them women's pole dancers, they're little bitty women's. They
Oh
ain't
my
big women's
goodness.
like her, but oh my.
Look at her face. Watch her facial expressions when he breaks it down, when he says, but I can't trespass them from there.
Right.
I mean, her face is like confusion. Like, what do you mean you can't?
Right.
And what you're telling me, and I get it, but you don't have sole power to say, hey, they can't be in this parking lot.
But he's asking them to leave. I mean, you can call Charles. I mean,
I'm just telling you.
Again, she drops the landlord's name.
Yes.
Because it doesn't become criminal until they're warned.
okay, but he's already told him no trespassing.
Who's he?
All right, and he's just trespassing right now. He's trespassing right now. He's trespassing.
He came over to come ask us a question.
And he's
What do you need us to do? What do you want us to do?
tell the girls not to. They can't come on when I'm on the phone. I mean, literally, they can't come on when I'm on the phone.
I mean, I can talk to
Wait a minute.
How they gonna know she's on?
She's on the phone. Oh my gosh. Oh no. That's a recipe for disaster right there. That is her main defense.
What would she open the door and scream out the front door? Hey, I'm on the phone. Don't make any noise.
Jeez. And she stated she doesn't have kids. And again, going back to that, when she was shown that apartment and she's seen children in the area, she should have said, okay, do you have something else in a different area?
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Oh gosh.
I'm telling you, I see so many similarities in this woman that coincides with what's going on in the Hales stuff. It's just unbelievable. Unbelievable.
I mean, he needs to get, because he's screaming all the time too.
Okay.
He just needs to get. Okay. All right. I mean, I just don't know what to do with these kids. I mean, it's ridiculousness at this point. I mean,
ignore them.
On the phone. It's
right?
A violation. I mean, what do I do with these children?
Ignore them.
Are you inside the house?
I'm inside the house.
Can they hear you on the phone?
Absolutely.
How can they hear you on the phone?
Because I told them to leave and they told me to go off and I can hear them through a window.
So they can hear your phone
Oh, yeah,
calls.
absolutely.
The only thing I can suggest would be maybe try and soundproof the room so they don't hear the phone call.
Damn.
How can those children hear her on the phone? Is she screaming at people?
Probably.
I mean, well, she's a real estate agent. She's working from home. What is she screaming to her clients? I mean,
I don't know, but yeah, they can hear my phone calls. Yes, they can hear me. How can they? And I liked his answer. Maybe soundproof your room.
Yeah. Sticky widgets in the house. All right, let's get on with this.
Options. I can't control everybody 100% of the time.
Sheriff's deputies then speak with the neighbor who Lawrence originally said was trespassing. According to him, Lawrence threatens kids playing outside.
And that's something I am. That's when I feel she's not over there, because every time the kids are playing here, we're doing jump ropes with her. She gets her vehicle too. I'm like, lady, you gotta be careful. I mean, that's when I say like.
Are it your kids?
Nah, it's the whole neighborhood, man. We always play here, yeah. So we do jump rope, we do liberating. This is just an open field. You know, it belongs to both property. You know what I'm saying? So if the kids want to play there, whatever. And that's what I keep telling them. Hey, as long as you don't get in her door, you don't start throwing rocks, don't be cursing at her. It's okay. She can call the cops whenever she wants, but. And I was trying to reason with her one day because we were all playing here. You know, the kids already jumping. All right, let's go. And she's like, hey, you know what? One day you guys are gonna die. And I'm like, and that's when I like, whoa.
As this conversation is ongoing,
What did he say?
Back out.
What did he say? One day you guys are going to die. Is that what she said to that gentleman?
Yeah. One day you guys are going to die. I think she was yelling it to the kids. That's when he heard it and said, "Oh, no."
Okay.
Side to interrupt.
Hey.
I'm getting too much feedback on the phone from the dog.
Sorry?
Go someplace where he's not barking. Please. I'm getting too much feedback. I can't hear my customers. Dog. Captain.
It's a dog. We can't stop the dog from barking.
Yeah, but it's too much feedback. Can you please at least go someplace where
Oh, now she's got problems with the dog.
Well, yeah, and she's telling the police, can you guys move it along? There's too much feedback. What did I say? A simple fix. $20 headset, noise cancellation. Oh my gosh.
That's honey, that's
well, you have a good one. Apparently, we can't sit here and have a conversation with kids.
That's what I'm saying.
The cops can't even have a conversation.
She's not over there, right?
Do you even know how to drive?
No.
We explained to her that there doesn't need to be a call for service every time the kids are playing in the road or in the yard.
Well,
Yep.
apparently they've been stopping. I mean, that looks like it's been stopped out too.
Okay.
Apparently they've been stopping at her signs and like running past her windows and screaming and like ding dong ditching her and knocking on her door.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you have like 20 kids that are under like 15.
Yeah.
I mean, not to say that it's.
Now, see, this complex is set up different than I thought it was. I couldn't remember. See where her truck's parked?
Mm-hmm.
That's not a front door in front of her. This is her actual front door right here.
Whoa, that's crazy. A sliding glass door is her front door?
Well, that, and then right beside it, there's a metal door as well.
Okay.
But she has to walk down this sidewalk to get to her entryway.
Okay.
I imagine on the back side, she probably has a door, an exit door. But if you look, let's see if it shows it. Right. It might show it here.
Door.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you have like 20 kids that are under like 15. Yeah. I mean, not to say that it's perfectly fine that they should just deal with it, but there does come a point where you kind of have to accept that you live with a bunch of kids. I mean, it's frustrating, sure, but
I guess I must have missed it. Oh, here we go. All right.
it's a dog. We can't stop the dog from barking.
So if there's another neighbor on the other side, the other neighbor is hearing her, how she's reacting to those kids.
Right.
So she's hearing her probably constant yelling and screaming and name calling. They're hearing it as well.
All right, there you go.
Right there, that's probably another neighbor, because on the inside of this wall, there's another privacy type fence wall separating it.
Right. So this right over here, this is another. She lives in a duplex. It's a low income neighborhood is what it is. All of these duplexes have two families living in one building, but they're separated by one wall. Now, what I want to know is this neighbor that lives right beside her. I wonder when they're going to speak up.
Right?
Are they having problems with the kids?
That's what I would want to know. I would want to ask her neighbors, what types of problems are you having? Are you having the same problems? Are you hearing something different? Things like that. I would want to get all of their stories, everybody in that area.
Oh, Modest Claus says, Coop, it's a 4-unit building, 2 units on each side.
Okay.
Oh, so it's not only split by that one wall, it's also split down the middle, I guess. Okay, cool.
So there could be like A, B, C, and D, like unit A, unit B, unit C, unit D. Okay.
So throughout this whole thing, I don't think anyone has had an issue with these child but her. She's it. She's the only one.
Mm-hmm.
There doesn't need to be a call for service every time the kids are playing in the road or in the yard.
Well, apparently.
But I mean, look across the street. These are all not double wides, duplexes. Every one of them. They're 2-family homes. So, well, she ain't got to worry about it no more.
Okay.
Oh, there's the sign. So
Okay.
I want to know who put this up.
Yes.
Did she put this up, or did the landlord?
Right. That's another question. That's another question. So that you see that would answer a lot. Is it something she put there, or did Charles, because she keeps referencing Charles? So did Charles put it there?
I think she did.
I do too.
We never hear from Charles throughout any of this. So far we haven't.
Apparently they've been stopping at her signs and like running past her windows and screaming and like ding dong ditching her and knocking on her door.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you have like 20 kids that are under like 15.
Yeah.
I mean, not to say that it's perfectly fine that they should just deal with it, but there does come a point where you kind of have to accept that you live with a bunch of kids. I mean, it's frustrating, sure, but listen, I was a little rat kid too. I'm not gonna act like
he was a little rat kid.
Hey, he owns it.
Yeah.
You know, but it's not like they're not dinging them for shit. I mean, I think we should talk to the parents. And that's a good job.
But see, that's a huge lot there.
Right.
Look how much distance is over there. So I don't know what problem she's having.
Well, apparently it's she's making more of it than needs to be. And to me, that when this started happening, like I said, if I was the prosecuting side of this whole thing, I would have wanted a psych eval, because after watching this, she's definitely, there's something there.
Yes.
I mean, that's what I'm seeing, and that's what I'm hearing. She has a problem with kids. She has a problem with a different race. She has a problem with even the cops now, because they told her we can't trespass them.
Oh, you left out. She has a problem with dogs too.
Oh yeah, that too. She doesn't like dogs. So she's definitely, there's a lot going on.
Yep.
Yeah, I should talk to the parents and tell them to at least keep an eye on the children, because it seems like the children just run wild.
All this leads us to June 2nd, 2023, when Owens is shot and killed after getting into another altercation.
Wow, what happened?
Mom's not coming back anymore. Come on. No, come here. Mom, over here. Listen to me. No, I know. Okay. It's okay. I know.
According to an affidavit, one of Owens' sons was playing in the field near Lawrence's home and left his tablet behind. When he went back to get it, Lawrence apparently threw the tablet back at the boy, along with a pair of roller skates. Owens then approached Lawrence's door when one of her sons heard a loud bang. Officials say Lawrence shot Owens through a locked door, hitting her once in the chest. She died shortly after.
I hate her. She's in jail for good.
Body camera video shows Marion County Sheriff's deputies arrive at Lawrence's home and take her into custody.
64-3 Marion, I'm 97. I have one down. I have one elderly female barricaded in the house with a signal 0. Show me your hands. Show me.
Oh, so they had already removed the woman?
You mean the lady that was shot?
Yeah, so I didn't see her in there. Did you see that? I don't see her. Where is it? Right here. Yeah, I don't see her in the little vestibule there. See? You don't see her.
Right.
So
well, it didn't. Okay, that's the Karen's house.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. And they showed the door where the gunshot came through the door. Let me see if I can get it back to where it was. Yeah, right here. See, there's the gunshot right there. So this is where's I didn't even see any blood on the ground.
Hold on. So the Karen went to the neighbor, the lady who she shot her through her door?
No. She shot her through her own door. See up here where you see this white and it's got a little tan right there?
Okay.
That's the bullet that came through the door. The neighbor across the street came over and knocked on this woman's door, and the lady just opened fire through the door. She shot one time and hit the lady in the chest. Karen, the lady came to Karen's house, knocked on Karen's door, and Karen shot her.
Okay. So I don't know. Okay.
She died shortly after.
I hate her.
I bet the child does.
Mm-hmm.
She's in jail for good.
Body camera video shows Marion County Sheriff's deputies arrive at Lawrence's home and take her into custody.
64-3 Marion, I'm 97. I have one down. I have one elderly female barricaded in the house with a signal 0.
You know, she might have walked off. She might not have passed.
There's no exit.
Oh, she made it to the big oak tree.
Mm.
See, over here in the top right-hand corner is the lady's house, and she made it to the oak tree right where that sign is. Oh, wow.
Just if she needs CPR, keep doing CPR. I don't see a lot of blood here. Yeah, I don't see the blood either. It's probably like a 20.
Early on, first responders speak with Owens' sons about the moments leading up to the shooting.
There's probably no exit wound. That's why we didn't see anything on the ground. She probably got hit. Knowing this older woman, it's probably either a 9mm or a 38. So when it hit the door, it slowed it down tremendously. But when it went in her chest, that's where it didn't exit. So that's probably why we don't see a whole lot of anything anywhere. Oh, this is crazy.
It is.
Hey, who was out here when it happened? Just stand right here so I know who was out here when it happened, okay?
I left my iPad over there because we were playing games. And I went to go get it. I said, give me my iPad because she dropped it, tried to throw the skates at me. And knife. And then I got my brother. He said, come hit me with the sticks. And then,
All right, bud. Give me a minute. Just hang out by my car, okay?
First responders soon speak to Owens' other son, too.
she came and banged on the door, her window.
Okay.
That, she banged on that, and then the door.
Okay.
And then I was on my electric scooter right here, and then I don't know where I hear a big bang.
Okay.
I'm just running.
Did you actually see anybody with any kind of gun, anything like that, or did you just hear?
I just hear running.
Okay. What did you see after that?
I don't know, I came outside and I saw my firstborn on the ground.
Okay.
Just minutes after the body cam recordings begin, Owens' sons received terrible news.
Today, I know. Okay. It's okay. I know. Okay. I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I am sorry. I'm so sorry.
You can't go.
Yes, it's all right. You guys are gonna be okay. It's all right. You guys are all right. Okay.
Whoops.
For good. Devastating body camera video shows Owens' children crying, saying they hope Lawrence stays in jail for good.
It's hard right now, God. Touch her, God. Give us strength.
I hate her. She's in jail for good.
Meanwhile, first responders speak with neighbors who talk about the ongoing arguments between Lawrence and the rest of the neighborhood.
It's gonna be chaos, man. You know what I mean? It's everyone's gonna eat up.
I'm very familiar with this lady. I don't work this zone anymore, but I'm very familiar with her. So I know the situation and what she has done and everything. But like I said, we're waiting on the major crime inspector to get here so he can continue his investigation.
That's happening. I just feel sorry for the kids.
So, yeah, absolutely.
Susan Lorincz was ultimately arrested on June 6, 2023, and charged with first-degree felony manslaughter. If convicted, she could spend up to 30 years in prison. Lorincz pleaded not guilty, and opening statements are expected to begin in her case on Tuesday. Reporting for Law&Crime, I'm Sierra Gillespie.
See, this is what I'm worried about. Okay. Are you there, girly girl?
I'm here. I'm here.
These people, look at her age. I mean, she's up in her 60s, just like with other individuals involved. You know, they're not thinking rationally. Yes, she can't claim self-defense. She can't claim stand your ground. The door was never open. She was behind a locked metal door.
Right.
You're not going to sit there and tell me she was in fear for her life. And that is the main ingredient for stand your ground. Before you fire on anyone, you have to think that your life is in danger. Right. So how does she know that wasn't a police officer knocking on the door?
See, that's what I'm saying. She didn't know, and that's what I just can't wrap my head around, people doing stuff like that. And for her to now want to sue the children for what? For what? She can't claim anything because she no longer resides there. She's residing in a correctional facility in Florida. So what is she going to sue the kids for? Yeah.
Now we've got another short one. I think we're going to finish up on this tomorrow because there's several more videos. The next one I have keyed up is terrifying truth behind Netflix, The Perfect Neighbor, which is this lady right here. They're going to be going over a lot of the stuff that happened in court with this. So I think we're going to talk to the audience because we don't have a whole lot of time left.
Right.
I think we'll spend some time talking to the audience. What you think?
That sounds good. I don't understand what what pushes people to be this way. And here I go. I keep going back to she should have been assessed on what her mental state was during all of this, because she did look, the facial expressions, her body language, all of that looked really odd and off. So I don't know. I would like to see that. I would like to see what any type of an assessment that was ever done on her.
Yeah, Dan, we covered this, a little bit of this last year. Okay. We were talking about what led up to it. We never got into the court aspect of it. Okay. Did you hear me, D?
Yeah, I heard you.
Okay, we never got into the court aspect of it. I want to get into the court aspect of it. I want to
Yeah.
see what's going on.
Mhm.
So I'm going to scour. I'm going to use the rest of the day, and I'm going to scour, for all of the court stuff on this. What is going on? Oh, exit page. All right. No, not exit. Stay here.
My 4 sons, that's right. What if her child was what if one of her children were standing right next to her side when this went down? And what if it was her child that was shot instead of her? You see, and that there's just so many ways that this whole thing could have been avoided, but instead it escalated.
All right, I got to refresh again.
Okay. It's just crazy.
Come on.
Mm-mm-mm.
It's telling me to wait. You can't. You can't do anything. Wait for a response. So I don't know what's going on. I think.
Well, see, Harry, Coop, when you fill out all your paperwork for gun purchase, are any of the questions asking if you've ever had a mental health evaluation, or if you've ever been been treated for mental disorders or whatever? Is that anything that's ever asked on the questionnaires when you go to purchase a firearm?
Okay, I was reloading with you.
Okay.
What was the main question you asked?
When you go to purchase a firearm in Florida, and I know you have to fill out paperwork, right?
Yeah.
Are any of the questions that they ask is, have you ever had a mental health illness, or have you ever been, are you on drugs for any type of mental health illness? Are those any of the questions that are asked on the?
I do believe. Yes, I do believe. It's been years since I filled one out.
Okay.
But there are. It's a full. I think it's bigger than a regular standard 11 by 8.5. I think it's like 14 and something. It's got a lot of questions on it, and I do believe that there's something on there about mental health. There's a whole bunch of stuff on there.
I'd like to see what they pull up on her having a firearm. Where did she purchase it? I would want to see the paperwork that she submitted. I mean, this is like, you would really have to like go backwards and dig deep into this lady's history to get the full scope and the full picture of everything.
Right.
But there's too many inconsistencies. There's too many holes in things that she's discussing. Everything, I honestly believe that she had something going on, and she wasn't being treated for it, or maybe, I don't know.
Well,
I'm just guessing here at this stage, but
when it comes to Florida and firearms, just look at Lynette and Crook. Okay, it's obvious that they aren't, in my opinion, mentally capable of being responsible gun owners. But the sad thing is, in the state of Florida, once you have a gun in your possession, you're good to go. I mean, cops don't mess with you. It's not like up north or like out in California where you have to have special permits to own a firearm in Florida.
Okay.
In Florida, if you've got a next door neighbor that's selling a handgun, you can buy it. No record checks, no nothing.
Wow.
The only time you have to fill out any paperwork is if you go to a pawn shop or a gun broker or a store that sells firearms. Individuals, that you buy from,
Right.
you don't have to do any paperwork whatsoever.
That's crazy.
I can't remember what they call it, but it's some kind of backdoor deals is what they call it. So I think something like that. They've been trying to push for laws to where, say, for instance, I wanted to sell you a handgun, right? They're trying to push for laws to make you fill out the same paperwork and have the same background checks as everything, just like as a store does. They can't seem to get these laws passed. There are what they call hand-me-down laws. Like, say, for instance, I wanted to hand my firearms down to my son or my grandson. Okay, no background checks, no nothing done. I'm on the fence with it. I think everybody should be allowed to protect themselves. I don't think anybody should be made to jump through hoops in order to do that. But then you run across people. It's a double-edged sword.
Right.
Okay. I agree. Everybody should have the right to arm themselves and to protect themselves. But then again, there should be some limitations to who can actually own a firearm. But then you're trampling on people's rights. It's a real slippery slope. You can't say one's allowed to have it and the other's not.
Right.
And so that's why, as much as I don't like to see Lynette and Crook with firearms, they have every legal right to have them. Okay.
Right.
It's their constitution. It affords them that right.
Right. But in situations like this is where there needs to be more stringent, something happening in the background when you fill out your paperwork. There needs to be a more in-depth type of running, I guess, the information and details to see a little bit further than what they're seeing right now currently.
Oh,
because
girl.
all of this could have been avoided.
Well, she could have filled out all the paperwork properly. She looks like the type of person that would have bought it for self-defense. She is a single woman.
Right.
She probably went to a local store, filled out all the paperwork. But sadly, once you walk out of that store with that firearm, government has nothing to do with it anymore. It's yours, and whatever is done with it is up to you. The government, nobody knows anything about that gun once it leaves that store. And I don't want to see gun laws at all. I think everybody should be responsible gun owners. But it's a slippery slope. The older I get, the more things I see that I don't know. If you try and put stipulations on gun owners, then you're messing with the Constitution, and that's one thing I stand for 100%.
Okay, so what if she another hypothetical, what if she didn't purchase it? What if a family member gave it to her? Oh, you're going to be living by yourself now. You need this for protection.
It's legal.
See, I don't know. That's scary to me because you never know the person truly, fully, and they could just go absolutely nuts and then just decide to open fire. What if she would have opened fire on all those kids? What if she had enough of the screaming and the yelling? What if see, that's where I have a problem with this.
That's what scares me in Otter Creek is these people that are fragile when they get older, like what we saw with this lady. Okay. 1 minute, she's just a pissed off neighbor. She doesn't like kids. She's a racist. The next minute in her mind, she's had so much of it. She just fires through the door. She doesn't even know who's at that door. Okay. What if that was a kid or a cop or a first responder, anybody? It could have been anyone. That's what scares me with Otter Creek and this stuff with Jeremy. Okay. Because what happens when just the day, just a normal day, and one of them get mad and just say piss on it and start firing.
Right. No, I get it. It is scary. It is a scary situation all the way around. But all of this could have been prevented. It really could have. And
I mean, do I think certain people should own guns? No. But am I going to trample on their rights to own them? No, I'm not.
Right. No, I get that.
We have gigantic gun shows in Lakeland 2 or 3 times a year. And I do believe if you buy from a store or if you go to a gun show, I do believe you should fill out the proper paperwork. But do you know how many under the table deals there are at a gun show?
I
A
can
lot.
imagine. I
A
can
lot.
imagine.
You walk in, you see something sitting on the table you like, and say they've got $500 on it. You don't want to go through the proper channels. You offer that guy $1,000, 9 times out of 10, he's going to sell it to you. It's just, I'm not saying I've done it, but that's just how people are. Because most of these people in these gun shows, they're collectors. They're out there selling their collection.
Right.
You know, they're not gun stores. Okay, they're not FFL licensed. So I don't know. It's a tricky slope. I think there should be some things, but then again, you start going down that road, you're
Right.
messing with people's constitutional rights, and
Yeah.
I don't believe in that.
Right. So it's this could have went a totally different direction. She wouldn't be sitting in jail. She could have approached this differently, but she didn't. So she had other ideas. How long did she have that gun? She'd been calling the cops for what, over a year?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
it
when
started
did
in 2022 and then ended in 2023. Yeah.
So at what point in time did she acquire the firearm? And at what point in time did she decide that it was a good idea to do what she did? So
I think she's just so cantankerous. She got herself worked up in a tizzy. She couldn't calm herself down. She was probably at her limit. And I'm not saying there's any excuse for what she did. There's not. I'm just saying she's at the age where I think she just had enough and she just reacted without thinking about it. A lot of us older people, you know, we're used to a certain way about things. Okay.
yeah, the knee jerk reaction is what can get you in trouble.
Right.
And that's probably what she did. But then again, there was a way to work around this without it coming to this. That's the bottom line.
Theo, what you got to say, Mr. Coop, here in California? They're trying to make it so that you have to register your gun once a year with a fee. I don't know if they are going to do it at the DMV. See, I don't believe in that. Once you purchase, it's just like property. Once you purchase property, when it's paid for, I think it should be yours. I don't think you should have to pay and pay and pay for the rest of your life.
Right.
When it comes to firearms, once you purchase it, whether it be from your friend or from a store, once it's yours, it's none of the government's business where it's at and what it's being used for. To me, that's messing with the Constitution. You have the right to keep and bear arms, period. I don't care who you are. Now, I'm sorry, I'm not getting political here, guys. I'm not going political. It's just when it comes to the Constitution, there is no gray area. What's written is written. That's just my opinion on it.
You're right. You're right. There isn't a gray area, but a lot of people try to put a gray area in there. They do.
But, you know, I look at it like there's a lot of elderly I don't think that should be driving once they hit a certain age. And it's not really the age. I think it's more along the lines if you can pass tests. I think when you get to a certain age, now I don't think they do it yet, but I think that there should be testing involved when you hit a certain age. So instead of going every 4 years to renew your license?
Yeah.
I think it should be some kind of physical once a year, once you hit a certain age, to make sure that you're capable of driving that car, because that car is a dangerous ass weapon.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
And I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with everybody, but some older people, the older they get, their reflexes slow down, their eyesight gets worse. And I'll testify straight up. My eyesight is not as good as it used to be. My reflexes aren't as good. I mean, I'm not that bad yet. But who's to say in 5 years that I'm not, that I get worse? So, yeah, I don't know. That's my opinion. Yeah, what do we got to say here? What you got to say? Where'd it go? Come back here. Lucia, what you got to say, my friend? Cynthia, that would never pass. Mustard with SCOTUS left alone. Okay. It has been addressed numerous times. Yeah. Supreme Court steps in.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Joe, what you got to say? No, she knew it was that neighbor because that neighbor was banging on her door and screaming at her. She was scared, so she got her weapon. She thought the neighbor was going to break in her door.
Break down a metal door?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know. I wasn't there. I can only go off of what I've seen in the recordings.
I mean, we heard them say it was that she shot the gun through a metal door. How do you
Right.
break down a metal door?
Well, even if the lady was banging on her door, okay, still, the lady was behind the door. She was safe. And so stand
Yes.
your ground is not going to work. We have seen the lady lie about the neighbor kids. Who's to say she wasn't not lying about the neighbor lady banging on her door? I don't know. I wasn't there. I didn't see video of that woman banging on her door, so I don't know.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You know, that's where I mean, she could have got some really inexpensive cameras and downloaded the app to her cell phone, and she could have had that, and it could have recorded. She could have had an internal SD card with extra storage on it. She could have downloaded it to, or she could have downloaded it to the cloud, and she would have kept it for, for verification purposes and say, look, here, I have these cameras, and this is what these cameras caught. And
Right.
then it would either prove or disprove what she was saying this whole time.
Oh, what you got to say, Jan? Here in the Netherlands, you can own a gun with a state permit, and as long as you go 12 times a year, okay, to your gun. Oh, yeah, you guys have to do the gun club. I think it's over in Europe, too, the same way. You have to be part of a gun club or something over there. I don't know all of the laws. Now, Australia, I knew they took all of those guys' weapons, and I think you're only allowed to have them for hunting. I'm not sure, but gun laws in different countries are way up there. I do believe that our Constitution is what's kept America safe for so long. I'm not saying anything bad about other countries because I don't live in other countries. What you guys do over there, that's y'all's business. But I do believe, I can't remember the admiral. It was a Japanese admiral during World War II had made a comment, something to the effect that the reason he would never invade the United States is because there is a gun behind every blade of glass. I think the theory of so many people owning firearms in the United States is what's kept us from being invaded.
Right.
That's just my opinion.
Well, that makes sense.
I think it was Admiral. I can't remember his name. I'd have to look it up. Okay, Miss Tammy Coop. That's spot on. The door does not seem to line up to bring shot in the chest. Well, you figure, think of it like this, Tammy. You got the doorknob. Most doorknobs are what? About 36 to 38 inches off the ground. Okay. Mm-hmm. That discoloration on the door was another, I think, 2 feet, maybe 1.5 feet above the doorknob. So that would have put it in a normal person's chest range, somewhere in the chest, I do believe. I'm not 100% sure if that's a bullet hole through that door. I don't know. It just, why would they show the door if it wasn't?
Right.
It looked like it was to me because I know the metal doors. I have one on my house. There is insulation in that metal door. So that was insulation that we saw, that brownish, yellowish color. That was the insulation from the door. So.
Okay.
Now on the inside, it would have had just a little hole. On the outside, you saw how it was bigger. That's where the metal had just flayed out as the bullet came out. Anyway. Okay. What you got to say, D?
That was very interesting because I've heard of this, but I never watched anything on it. So that's the reason why I'm like, okay, that's an inconsistency. Why does it? Oh, in a year she called how many times? They said like 15 times in a year. Right. she had no evidence, and then when the officer said you need to, if you can record it, she started taking pictures, and I don't know. I don't know. I think that she definitely had a screw loose.
Yeah, most definitely. But I don't know. It's the reason why this caught my eye is, we've been covering this. We've been talking about Jeremy Hill's stuff for well over a year now. And, it's one of those things that they wonder why all of us feel the way we do, why we're concerned. It's because of people like this. And when you see these kinds of behaviors in other individuals that Jeremy's having to deal with, it makes you worry.
It does.
I mean, because anybody can flip out at any time. That's just the way human beings are. Anyhow, I don't know, girly girl. So, Dee, what you got going on over there?
Nothing really at the moment. Still waiting on some things to come in, and still working on it because it's going to be interesting. I'm just going to put it that way, and that's pretty much it.
All right.
I'm still hammering away at a bunch of stuff.
Now, for everybody in the chat that has not got to see Tug's show from Tuesday night or Megan's show from last night, you guys really need to go see them. I did not get to see Megan's show from last night. Okay. I was too busy watching Shizzy. So I will go back and watch it today, but you really need to catch up on Tug's Tuesday night and Megan's last night. Cause Dee told me you bad boy, you didn't watch Megan, you're bad. So if you guys missed out, make sure and go check those streams out. Cause from what I understand, they're very, very good.
Yes.
Okay. And with that being said, my friends, thank you all for showing up, hanging out with Coop and Dee today. It's been awesome as always. It's been a real pleasure. I think we're going to pick up more on this tomorrow. I'm going to try and see if I can't find the court aspect of it.
Right.
Because I'm really interested to see how the court went with it. So, all right, boys and girls, I'm on Monday through Friday from 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time to around 1 o'clock or so. And with that being said, I hope you guys all have a wonderful rest of your day. And Dee, you want to tell them bye?
Everybody have a wonderful rest of your day. And tomorrow is Friday.
Yes, it is. Best Friday ever. And with that, I'm going to say